Hello. Welcome to the Gers TV. It's Si Leslie.
And Sandra Gamo.
Well, that was a good start. That was the Sydney Loyal Rangers Supporters Club celebrating 55. If any members for the Sydney Rangers Supporters Club are on, give us a wee thumbs up and let us know. We'll get a wee chat to you later on. Loads and loads to talk about tonight, guys. Mainly how bad Rangers were last week. But the show must go on.
That's it. Dust yourself down and get on with it.
Get on with it. Let us know how the sound is. Change the sound again this week to the old style again. Let us know.
Right, hello there, Stuart Hutchison. Warren, how you doing? Warren, James Peebles, Joe Wiley, alright Joe? Gordon Irvin, Neil Reid for Toronto, David Walters, Peaceful Warrior, how you doing? Sarah Wallace, I seen you there.
Hi Sarah,
how you doing?
How you doing?
Right, Frank Barrett, morning from Melbourne, there you go.
Yep.
William Johnson, Creef Loyal. Sean Maxwell, no seen you in a while, Sean. Robert Williamson.
The one that sent me the whiskey,
yes.
I believe. Robert, just going to confirm it was you sent me the whiskey. I think it was, but I never saved the number on my phone.
Right, Donald Wright, hi everyone from Barnsley, Loyal Sheffield and District Loyal RSC. Sarah Wallace, John 6904.
There we go, please share guys. Hi Troops, Port Glasgow, Loyal. Hi Sandra and Si, great show, The Time Traveller. Peaceful Warrior, 55 Class. Neil Diamond, Forever in Blue Dreams, The Time Traveller. All classic tunes. On the Chelsea's playing tonight. Let us know how that game goes, guys. He's about to keep us up to date.
Great, looks great, guys. West Kilbride, True Blues.
Mark done it. Hello, Sandra and Si. Sounds great.
Not good.
It's great.
For a change. Oh, we're doing well. Listen, a wee special mention to Johnny Sheck and the Jade Dragon Chinese restaurant in Troon. He's got one of our 55 signs. I'll not tell you how he got it.
That's right, yeah.
But he got it.
And it's the best Chinese restaurant.
The best Chinese restaurant in Troon. So Johnny Streck, if you want to give us a wee message and give us a wee promotion, a wee sponsor for our show, get in touch with us.
Let us
and
know.
We'll even order one of your meals.
Let us know, Johnny. We'll order one of your meals to come up live on the show next week. And if you want, you can be the sponsor for a couple of weeks or whatever.
Very good.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
That's it.
You never know, we might end up with the orange walk.
Hello, Colin Morrison. Hi, Boffy. How you doing? James Morton, Peaceful Warrior.
Robert's just got back to me. It was Robert that sent up the bottle of whiskey. We'll
Very
talk about
good.
that later on, but thanks again, mate.
David Doyle, Corby.
Loads for Corby came on the show now. That's loads.
Alex McCallum. Hi, gang. Have a good one.
Right, where are we going to start?
Where do we start with that?
We can do the build up to the Old Firm game later on in the show. The big one for me is how disappointing Rangers were this season in the two cup tournaments, the National Cup tournaments.
1 out of 9.
When we got beat with St Mirren, a lot of people said to me, drama queen, need to calm down and all that. I was gutted at the time, and for 3 nights I couldn't sleep. Rangers should be treating every single tournament we play in as a cup final. And I think that I'm worried now when I watch it. The same thing happened 2 games in a row. St Johnstone and the St Mirren, not in a row, but two games that we lost. With 2 goals in a minute we lost, after scoring 2 goals in the last minute.
I don't know who put that in. He said, personally, I don't think Rangers were that bad at all. I think St Johnstone were brilliant. I kind of agree with that.
Aye, but there's 2 ways you can look at it. St Johnstone played a great game, great tactics, but they knew how to play Rangers. My biggest disappointment was the game on the Wednesday night. Rangers should have hammered them. They should have had a full team out. They should have put them to the sword. They should have turned up at Ibrox on a Sunday, terrified to play the game. But they came to Ibrox confident they could beat us because we gave them that boost.
Aye.
And that's where the problem is. I think that there's people maybe at the club in England, in English football, they underestimate the FA Cup and the other tournaments. They don't really think they're massive. With Rangers, you want to win everything, and I was gutted, and I've got to be honest, it's absolutely ruined my weekend.
Aye, I was gutted, but I do think St Johnstone put on a good game for us. They played well.
They did. The big goalkeeper at the end as well.
And nobody even marked that goalkeeper.
I've got this. I've got the picture of this. I want to show you.
Nobody marked.
Everybody's seen it, but I want to show you this, right?
He stuck out like a sore thumb.
Now look at our
There
team
you
here.
go.
Just looking at that, right, for 2 seconds.
There's nobody there for him. Look, not a
Big
thing.
goalkeeper's in the middle himself. There's 3 Rangers players, including the goalkeeper, and 2 players in the box. There's one at the back post. There's nobody in the middle, and there's 3 players on the outside of the box.
And he's 6 foot what?
And he's 6 foot. He's big enough anyway.
6'5" or something. 6'4".
Another one I wouldn't like to share a pizza with. Fair play, great move and great goal. But let's be honest here. There's a minute to go in the game.
I should have been
at that point in the game, Rangers players should know that obviously they're going to come for us, right? The same as St Mirren did. They're going to come and attack us. First and foremost, if we've got the ball in there, half they can't score. So the first thing we should have been doing is getting the ball up there and holding it. But now we went on the defence. A wee bit inside me worries that our defenders, we've got a great defence, and the full-backs are brilliant at going forward, but at times they're terrible at defending. And the positional play there shows you that. It's ridiculous that a corner, last kick of the ball, and we've got nobody. Martin, the biggest player in the park, with a big massive green jersey on.
It was Billy Linton that said that. I agree with you, Billy. I agree with you
Aye.
there.
Just let us know your opinions on that, but I don't think that. I think Rangers. I think St Johnstone played well. Rangers should have hammered them on the Wednesday, and then they should have been terrified for the Sunday, and we should have continued it. But messing about with the team is no good. I don't like it. I don't think we've got a big enough squad yet.
I watched it in my ma's. The guy next door's a Rangers supporter, so
Aye.
when they score, he bangs through the bodies.
Aye.
But he lost connection, and it was down to penalty, so he phoned me. He's like, going to tell me what's happening.
And I just had a bad feeling when it went. I actually had a bad feeling when we scored. I thought to myself, we're going to do the same as we've done against St Johnstone.
Right, everybody in the 6-yard box, give them no room.
Don't give them any room. I say you just bombard it,
Yeah.
and you get the ball at the park. That said, with plenty of chances to win the game as well. I just think we kind of took it too lightly. It was poor. The attitude that the players the players need to remember they're paid to win every game they play in, and that was a tournament that Rangers should have won.
We should have won, we didn't win, but I can tell you something. That the 3 years that he's been in, right, he's won one trophy, and I know people are saying he should get sacked. I don't think he should get sacked, but see, next year he has to go them all. Next year he has to do the lot next year, guys.
We need to up our game for definite. It's not so much as I can understand when they see the 9 and I'm the first one to criticise the amount of trophies we've not won and things like that. But it's not a cup problem, right? The simple reason it's not a cup problem. Look how well we do in Europe and the European tournaments. Before we get to the group stages, we're good, and when we get into the knockouts, we're good, right? So we're not to play European football, and we know how to play cup football. This is about treating games lightly. You win the game before you commit. That's what I think it is. It was poor game management in the last 10 minutes. The game is there to be won. You win the game and kill it. And if a team like Rangers can't kill a game like that, we'll get something to worry about.
Right, David Ainsworth. Hello, Sandra. I missed the show for a few weeks due to work, but sorted now and back to normal Tuesday nights with you guys. Good,
Welcome
great
back.
stuff.
1-0 with Chelsea. That's Greg Morrison. Thanks for the update. He's one of the updates. Is there another football on the night updates on that as well? Where else have we got? Just open a wee beer here.
I was laughing at us the other night. They were saying what time's kick-off, guys. Went like, what kick-off?
I know, I was still
Forgetting
drunk.
what day it was.
I was me. I said, I'm not having another bevy for 4 weeks. And then I watched that game the other night there. And the way Rangers finished the game, second mate to the extent.
I hate Sunday football because I've got work on Monday.
I know.
And it really is a killer for me. My boss actually phoned me on Sunday there to
To
find
make sure.
out, are you drinking?
That's because of the live videos.
So I hate Sunday football. It makes me it puts me off a wee bit if I drink on a Sunday because I've got work on Monday.
But we've got to carry on. The show must go on, unfortunately. We can't do anything about it. It was one crap game in months, but it just happened to be a big one for us.
Chris Fleming, we had 7 players in the 6-yard box and they had 4
Bad
defending.
Aye, I mean it's as simple as that. You couldn't miss him. I think every Rangers supporter seen it when they ran up. The goalkeeper, you thought he's going to go for us here, so you at least put somebody on him. But the fact that it wasn't even a challenge, and the last kick of the ball is not a challenge. Surely they want that ball. When you played school football or anything else at lower levels, the first thing he says, if in doubt, kick it out.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody even challenged them. I think Rangers' attitude towards the game, it stinks at times because the attitude towards the league was fantastic, professional, and look how great the whole season has been. So you take that on.
Again, we need to do it on Sunday as well.
Well, that's the thing now.
Has to be done.
People are saying, well, we'll just forget about it, it doesn't matter, it's only the cup, and we're going to have a big party with the 55 at the end of the season.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's
So
put a
I think
dampener on
Sunday makes a...
Aye, to me it's put a dampener on it for the... I don't even know if I'll be going to enjoy myself in the last game of the season now, for the simple reason, we should be looking forward to the Scottish Cup final, and they never kicked an arse.
Chelsea are winning 1-0 just now. David Downey. Can't win all. We didn't want it. Well done, St Johnstone. Main thing, stop to 10 in a row. Scott McIntyre.
But I'd already been done. Scott, but I'd already been done. We'd already won the league. So
St Johnstone wanted it more than us.
Aye, I mean that's like saying St Johnstone can't win them all. They're going to go and try and win them all. You've got to me, Rangers should be playing to win every single game, and the fact that we looked half-hearted, half-arsed at times, and playing a second team through the week doesn't send
St
a
Johnstone
good
kind of
message out.
threw everything at us. Do you know what I mean? They used everything.
They played at the 2 cup finals.
Yep.
That's what we should have done.
Really bad defending. Just got to move on. Hopefully they will learn from it. Stuart Hutchison, but they should have learned from it before.
We were going to learn for the last eight cups or whatever. We were going to learn for the St Mirren. It's the last minute of the game. You know the team's going to, obviously they're going to come and attack you.
Next year's got to be different, guys. Next season we got to win it all.
I still think one of the things we're missing is a proper leader, a captain that puts the fear of death into players. Someday when that ball comes into the box, that the big goalkeeper's terrified, he's going to lynch him.
Tav kind of grew into his position, but he still doesn't have that killer instinct.
Aye,
do you know what I mean?
Tav's a great attacking defender, but he's not got that. Sometimes our defence at times is frightening.
Big time, yes. We all win the time we messed up. I think we won 55 too early, says Betty McKenzie.
Aye, that's a great point. Right, this is something I heard on in Radio Snyder earlier on, and that's a really good point. And remember when we get beat by Hibs in the Scottish Cup a couple of years ago? Same thing. We didn't have any games to play for a few, 3-4 weeks. We didn't have any major games because we'd won the league, and everybody kept saying you're going to lose this cup final against Hibs because you took your foot off the ball. Now this is the same scenario. Rangers players think because of 155 that's it, the party's still on. Well, you've been knocked out of Europe and you've got the Scottish Cup. That should have been cup finals, everyone to the won it. None of them's won the Scottish Cup. And none of the new guys have won it. Obviously you've got some of the old players, McGregor, but when was the last time we even won it, do you know what I mean? It was so long ago. We've not had a cup final for years. The fans deserve a cup final. They should be playing their heart out for it.
Alex McCallum says they're missing Jack badly.
I agree with that, but unfortunately I don't know how many games Jack's going to play next season, because he plays for Scotland and he comes back injured, and
that's a big risk, that, isn't it, when they play for Scotland?
So we should have somebody. Obviously we didn't have Arfield get injured last minute, never came in, we missed him as well.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying, we need a proper ball winner, an attacker, a guy that attacks the defence, a guy that frightens players, somebody that's a proper leader.
I think Rangers took their feet off the gas. When we won the league, we needed to keep it up the pace for the cup
100%.
games. I agree with you there, David Ainsworth. Yep.
That's the problem. People think they've won the league and that's it finished, but there's still games to be played.
Well, that just shows you it doesn't matter if you win the league, you can still get beat in cup games. You know what I mean? There it goes.
Yep.
Goes to prove it. Right, we need a more. What was it? We need a few more quality players to do anything in the Champions League. Hope you're both well from the loyal Perth.
David
David
Waters.
Waters.
Aye, no, I think we definitely need to buy it in the summer. I don't think we're strong enough up front. When Morelos isn't playing on his game, you're looking for Roof. Roof's not really been on form for a while.
There's one, yeah. What your thoughts on Morelos getting taken off? It was a strange one.
He's not looked, since he scored against Celtic, I thought if they scored against Celtic that would have been
it.
The pressure off him, and he seems to have he's not been on form since then, I don't think. He doesn't look match fit. I don't know if it's just me watching him, he doesn't look match fit. It looks as if he's putting the weight on again.
He's put a few pounds on.
I do definitely think he's that type of player. He's put the pounds on. Taking him off, I think because he had a booking, they took him off. But we brought on Roof, and I don't think Roof's done much. I don't think Roof's done much for a wee while now. Big Itton's on the bench, doesn't seem as if he's the answer. So
Hadji's not been good either. He's not been in top form either.
I think we need to get a proper striker to help Morelos. Keep Morelos, I mean somebody that's going to, because I'd like to have seen Defoe coming on, but Defoe never came on, so then Roof didn't do it. Scott Wright is a player for the future, 100%. Yep. I thought he should have come on earlier in the match. I would have actually started
him for the beginning, yeah.
But when he did come on, he made an impact. Heard from that guy from Middlesbrough. Heard he was going to take a wage cut. Or somebody. Who is that for Middlesbrough?
Scott McIntyre.
Aye, I did see the big boy they're talking about. Aye, but it's where they come. It's rumours. Is a big thing, you know.
You can't play the last minute of a game out. Terrible.
Aye, that's what I'm saying, Raymond. It's just you've got to kill it off. There's a good point there. Hadji's been awful for months. The thing with that, Tommy, he's got the most assists in the league this season. So he's obviously doing something right. Gerrard likes him, but the boy Scott Wright definitely deserves his chance now, and I would definitely have him against the Manx on Sunday. 100%.
Hello, Andy Ritchie. Thought Gerrard singled Morelos out with his statement about taking chances.
Aye, and that's a good point. He missed a couple of chances that he normally scored, but his header that hit the post bounced up and went into the keeper's hands. The keeper didn't even see it. He was unlucky at times, and he's the type of player that can have a few bad games and then come back in top form.
Right, what about the penalty takers? I was great in the first one.
Aye. It's just one of them. You're wanting your captain to lead by example, and he did that. At least he went up and took it. Do you know what I mean? If he scores it, everybody turns around and says it's brilliant.
Aye, unfortunately, it wasn't the outcome we were looking for.
there's penalties in it. They missed them in that, so they looked more. We looked as if they'd done a pressure on us at that point. I think they realised they'd buggered it at that point. John 6904 saying, "Hi Si, good to hear you talking about Smithy Cross School the other week. You must know Big Sylvia, a musician in the big sorry Sylvia, so it is a musician in the Bigton Loyalist flute band, the Time Traveller. I know all the boys in the Bigton Loyalists. I've done a few gigs for them, loads of gigs for them. I know all the guys, and loads and loads of good blue noses went to Smithycroft.
It came a long way in 12 months. Hopefully push on for more next season domestically and Champs League as well. Going to be exciting next year. It has to be exciting next year, William Johnson.
In case anybody's wondering why we're starting with the screen a wee bit, it's gone dead fast.
Moving.
It's just gone like that. So I'm looking at that 1 minute and I thought I said Sylvia.
And then you
I
jump.
thought Sylvia for Platoon at first. I'm trying to read it. Well,
In my opinion,
sorry, there's one there. Drab Pickens. Si, when was the last time you seen McGregor come out and claim a ball? He should have been out for it. He only claims when no one's around him. He can't be challenged. Saying that he's been brilliant this season. That's a weakness in the game, in my opinion. Rab, I picked up this a couple of months ago. He started a thing like punching the ball, and I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but he's punching the ball when he can catch it, and he's mainly capable. He's a great goalkeeper, but he's mainly capable of his game and doing that. Again, I don't know why he's doing that. It must be, I don't know. Maybe it's a defence on him. Maybe he's no confident in him.
I think Tav should be took the later penalties as he was out with injury, with an injury, so he could, which means take it later in the
Aye,
5.
but the problem with that, David,
He's a captain.
I think that as well now because he missed it. But at the time, I believe a captain should lead by example.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed in the game, I meant to ask this question, right? Because I don't know if it's because I had a couple of beers, but I asked my brother Mark, and he said the same thing. Defoe came on and took a penalty. Did we bring him on as a sub during the penalties? Because I never seen him coming on. And I've asked a few people this. Did anybody see Defoe coming on the game?
No.
There was a minute to go, and I don't remember Defoe coming on, but he took a penalty. I don't know if that's a new rule. You can bring a sub on for a penalty. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. Tell me if I'm right. Did anybody see when Defoe came on in the park as a player? Because he took a penalty, I didn't see it happen. Or is it a new rule?
You told me I was getting a wee dram when 55. Bro, I hope it's a big bottle.
Aye.
Andy Ritchie.
Aye, I must have met him somewhere. I've forever been.
Imagine meeting him.
Aye, just give me a shout and we'll get something sorted, Andy. We'll get
Right,
you swally.
Scott McIntyre, what about the British League? Talking, guys.
Oh, Mark Blyson, he came on after the keeper set up the goal.
Alright,
Right,
okay.
alright, so we basically came on for about half a second. That's how I missed it.
Right,
Fair
okay.
enough, Mark. I thought that he came on after the game. That was my mistake.
He came on at extra time, said James Peebles.
That must have been the last seconds of the game.
He came on as soon as they equalised.
Alright, bad camera. I just totally missed it. I never saw it. It's just, there you go. The viewers have proved us wrong. Gorham was like a bowling ball coming out for some of the crosses. Aye, it's.
He came on just before the end.
He came on, so that must have been lined up. They must have been planning that for to take the penalties. But even that, you just how do we not kill the game?
Bad cameraman.
Normally what we do, see with the league games we were going to kill off. We get the ball up the left hand side of their defence or the right hand side, and we were playing great football, holding it for there. And the league matches to kill them off. So I don't know why we're not doing it in league and Scottish Cup games. Right, fair enough, guys. I'll prove time with it. We're not asking anybody to like. Anybody's watching, like the programme, and even if you don't like it. Put the thumbs up. Let us know.
No, we usually get the one dislike, isn't it?
Aye, we'll get one dislike. If you don't get a dislike, you give it there.
If there's something wrong, we don't get that dislike.
You need hating haters. Let us know where you're from, and there was anybody here watching that was in Sydney for the celebrations that we put on earlier.
Looked good, didn't it?
It looked really good with the aeroplane down the 55, a sash bash, the Tunes of Glory. They were on the boat, and it looked like a couple of hundred Rangers fans. I think the party would have been on any wee small hills. So anybody at all that was in Sydney, let us know.
Right, Tommy, I hope Hollander is fit for Sunday because Simpson had looked dodgy so far.
Pennycook from Stuart Hutchinson. Aye, Hollander was fit. He got a really bad one, a really, really bad injury. By the looks of it, the tackle was on him. Personally, I can't wait to Katic is back. I think he's the best out of the lot. I'm not a massive fan of Hollander, but he did get a sore in. But we need a full team against this mob on Sunday because we want to finish the league in style at least. Loads of comments coming in again. I'll bet eyes here. But how about the Lord Hardy
maybe
films?
we're getting above ourselves at present. Our aim was to win the title and get 55. I'd love to have the double, but the job done at 55 arrived. Defoe came on, They scored. Gerrard put him straight on. Commentators seen it and said it.
Right, I was too busy ranting and raving at that point.
Right, okay.
Aye, but you're saying maybe we came above ourselves, Rab. Think about it for a second. We were playing St Johnstone. Rangers Football Club playing St Johnstone at Ibrox Stadium in a cup game. Surely, every level we've been at in the last 10 years, we should be still, any of the leagues we were in, we should have been expecting to beat them.
David Ainsworth, I don't think British Super League would work as the chance would we have in winning anything. Only pros and the extra finance.
What's happening, man? Just checking, there's loads of comments there maybe. Aye, the Super League's just been talked about a few times since last week, but they've been talking about that since the 60s. I think it was 1969 they first said that Rangers and Celtic were going to go to the English League.
I should have kept Candias.
Candyman, I was a big fan of him, but I think he wanted to leave. But he was Candice was a great player when he linked up with Tav. The two of them played well together, I thought. But
right, predictions for Sunday, guys. What's your predictions for Sunday?
The last couple of days is really through me just because I was absolutely gutted with it. So I don't want to sound as if I'm too bold or brass with it or anything like that. So I'll go for 3-0 to Rangers. 3-0 to Rangers, I'm going. Morelos to score again.
Hello Donna Robertson, how you doing? Morning Airdrie loyalist, Andy Ritchie.
Predictions, guys, give your predictions for the game on Sunday.
Is there anyone else just shouting to boot it to the Loudon in the last couple of minutes for the Linton?
So true. In my opinion, the game was lost when Morelos came off. He looked the most likely to score, and when he was on the park, Wright needs to play the rest of the season. He's looking like a right good player.
I think he looked gutted when he was took off.
There's nothing in that statement I would disagree with.
I can't.
Spoke proper England, man. Alright, before I forget, right, my pal is meant to be watching the show tonight. He's never watched it. Richie from Northampton, trying to think of where he stayed again. You've probably seen him. He goes to a lot of the Rangers games with the full Union Jack suit on and the dreadlocks. Anyway, Richie's asked me for a favour that I can't do, and I said I would ask of yours. He wants to go and watch Scotland in the Euros in the summer. That's his big king. Don't ask me. Don't listen. Don't shoot the messenger. He's asked me to do a wee appeal if anybody can help him get tickets to watch Scotland. I don't even know who they're playing or anything. I know they're playing England. That's the only thing I know about it. But Richie, my pal's looking for his. I believe he's looking for tickets for the Scotland game. If anybody can help him go to watch the Tartan Trannies, send me a message and I'll put you in touch with him. I certainly won't be using the tickets if you send it to me. I'll make sure Richie gets them and you'll be paid for it. I don't know how many fans, is there 12,000 fans altogether allowed?
No, sure.
Anyway, there's some predictions came in. Chelsea's drawn 1-1 first of all.
McGowan, how are you doing? I seen something about the ref there.
Aye, there you go.
What about the ref for Sunday? Penalty for them, Morelos was sent off.
Tommy Rodman, 3-0 Rangers. What about the ref? If Rangers are good enough, Rangers will win the game. I don't believe in the referees are got enough to. I don't want to get down the road of blaming referees and anything else. They're not the best at the best of times, so they're probably rubbish, but Rangers should be.
Yeah, Rangers win, Celtic didn't.
1-8 Chelsea just now. How's it going, guys?
The ref will decide to score, said Betty.
Very true. Don't forget we only won one treble during 9 in a row. Gerrard's still building his team. That's true, I get that, but it doesn't make us any less disappointed.
Who's all going to Ibrox for the party on the 15th?
David Conley, 3-0. Who's all going to the party? I don't know if I'm going to. As I said, I'm scunnered after that at the weekend. That just totally soured the whole season for me. No.
I'm going, guys. I'll be there. I'll be there at Ibrox for a party.
Right, I'm not going to read that one out because I try to catch you out, Andy. You nearly caught us with that one. That's it, you're trying to do the show, you're trying to do the comments and everything else, and somebody always tries to catch you.
Hello, Katrina Lynch with Port Glasgow. I'm sure that's Scott McIntyre's fiancée, I'm not sure.
Aye.
I just recognise
let us know what your predictions for the weekend. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching from as well.
I'm saying 2-0 to Rangers Sunday. You're going 3-0.
There's not many people think they're going to score. That's the main thing. We don't want to get beat. That's the main one.
Oh, there's a 2-2, look.
I seen that.
Oh my goodness, William Burns.
Good to see you there. Good to hear. See you there. What's that mean?
Good to hear. You'll see me there.
Right. Okay.
I think it's that.
Right. What I'm going to do
before you see me.
Going to set up the Whiskey of the Month in a minute. Before I do that, I've got a wee video that we had for a couple of months ago for one of the last times we played the Manx, and I thought I'd play it and let you see.
The Manx.
The good times are always here with Rangers. That's one thing.
Good
Win, lose or draw, we'll always be there to support them.
talking about those good things come to those who wait. Come to those who wait. You know I love you. I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Oh, come back tomorrow. Come back to me. I'm begging you, baby, on my knees. I found out that talking about those, yeah, good things come to those who wait. 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 Oh, it's alright. Yeah. You'd better hurry, 'cause I'm beginning to worry. You'd better make it home real soon. Oh, I'm going crazy, going out of my mind. I think that I'm just wasting the time, 'cause I found out that talking about those, yeah, good things come to those who wait. 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 I'm waiting. Wait for me, baby. Wait for me, baby. 'Cause I'm on my way. Yes, I know you promised me that. Oh, come and go, baby. Oh, I'll see you in.
Good things come to those who wait. The legendary Chuck Jackson and the famous Glasgow Rangers.
Good times
Doesn't
are
get-
here again.
Doesn't get any better than that. That was just guys to say, let you see the past victories and everything else. The good times are still here, but we're getting a downer sometimes with Rangers, and it's because you
I
love the
think
club.
because we just expected to win there. That's why we're all gutted that we
Probably.
never won.
But it'd be good to bounce back on Sunday with a right good win.
Oh, it's-
We've spoken about it all season, a right good win against Celtic that puts them back in their bolts because they came out for a few days there. So they did. So, guys, you've not seen them for absolute months and they all came out. I'm going to put the phone number up. We'll be able to take calls in a minute. Richie's watching, but he's decided that he's not wanting to phone anymore because he's fear,
All right.
which is fair enough. He's took
Stage fright.
stage fright.
Yeah,
Aye.
score on goal. Rangers won 2-0 by Mackenzie. Rangers will win again because they're no good. I'm going with 1-0 own goal. Conor McGregor might turn up looking like the curbstones on the Shankle.
Right, seen that. Right, we chat for a minute here. I'm going to get a laugh.
All right,
One thing about
aye.
Gers TV, we always get a good laugh in the
That's
show.
it.
Win, lose or draw.
They don't take themselves serious.
We just love the banter, and the viewers have always been part of the show. That's one of the main things. And we do a wee thing called the Whiskey of the Month. Whiskey of the Month is basically, for anybody that doesn't understand it, the viewers send in a bottle of whiskey.
And he drinks it.
I drink it. Thank you. So we've got a different one this time from Robert. All right. So Robert's just he's on the show now. It's Robert, isn't it?
Yes.
Aye.
Robert Williamson.
Aye, Robert Wilson, right. So Robert's on the new, right, so he sent us this. I said to make it sure it was him that sent it, because I'm not going to drink it and I'm going to enjoy it. However, I did laugh when I seen it, so I'm going to show you it. It's no Scotch whiskey, it's Irish whiskey, this one, right?
It's the Pogues.
Right. So it's the Pogues Irish whiskey he sent us in. So I don't know the story behind it, but actual band have endorsed a whiskey, and I'm not a big fan of the band. I'm not a big fan of the band, right, to be fair. But I'm not a fan of whiskey and I don't like Irish whiskey, so I'm going to get a wee sample. Anyway, and thanks again for sending the bottle in. So it's a lovely bottle, don't get me wrong, and it's probably a lovely whiskey. But
It
when I,
goes with the studio, the colour goes with the studio.
when I seen the wee Irish flag at the back, I went, oh jeez man, what's going on here?
take a big one for me, bro,
Right.
said Andy Richards.
Let's go show you plenty in it.
Andy Ritchie.
That's probably more than a double song. I'll be
Oh,
trying that
yes.
tomorrow because I'll end up singing Sashing on it.
I can smell
It's
that.
got to be Irish. Let's get the title on the
That
back
is
and everything.
strong, I
Right,
can
this is
smell that.
when I seen the Robert, I get the fear. I was like happy. What are you sending me here? However, we do toast the Queen every week.
Yes.
I've got the cup, and we will do so. Thank you very much, brother, for sending me the whiskey. God save the Queen.
Right, it's the blood rushing up his face, guys.
I just done the whole one there.
You be doing the pongo after that dram, Si? Oh, I know. Joe?
Right, this, I'm
And
gonna,
I can actually smell
I
that.
want to do this because I want to read what it tells you on the back here. There is a highly versatile sipping with aromas of chocolate covered peanut and toasted seed. Ideal for sipping. I've just found it.
There you go, drink it and sing
Right,
sash.
thanks a lot. No kidding. We get a great laugh and it goes setting into this. It's actually, to be fair, it's a really, really nice whiskey. A wee bit different.
Strong, it's...
Oh aye, it's one of the ones I'll not be driving up the road tonight. You know be driving after that. Oof, give me a minute, you need to talk.
Right, Billy Bailey, Rangers should start with right instead of Hadget. We also need someone to help Tav. He's nowhere near up to speed, and we are the people that we are.
And Robert, give us the story behind the whiskey. If you just sent it, just if you've drank it yourself, tried it, or what was the reason? Because I love the banter and all that, but I'll tell you what.
Right, everybody's asking now for you to sing a sash.
Oh, I tell you what, it's not that way when you enjoy a good whiskey, you get it for air or about and you get heartburn.
I don't know, I don't drink whiskey.
And I'd been to the dentist today, as you know, and before I went to
Yes.
the dentist I was getting it, oh that's me, I'll never drink again, never drink again because my tooth fell out. I'm not drink again and I'm not going to eat bad food and all that, and then the dentist said to me, your teeth are not that bad.
You're like, alright, okay,
I'll
let's
start
run.
drinking. Tiger beer, whiskey, you name it.
Oh dear.
Better way.
Right, that was some sip size, said Frank Barrett. Right, what do you think of Rangers going out of the cup?
We've just spoke
We've
about it for
just
about the last
spoke
15,
about that.
20 minutes. Gutted, but it's
So where have
happened.
you been for only 4 home nations?
And its colours, they are fine.
Yes. Sure it's so, but it's beautiful.
Oh, another thing, just let me know because I've heard rumours about this and I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, fair enough. I'm hearing stories that the 12th of July might be taking place this year, officially,
Right.
in Northern Ireland.
Alright, I think
So,
we're going to see.
No, if anybody knows, let us know because I've heard that it's going to definitely happen. There's Robert's update there.
Yous are brilliant. What's the best insult to anyone that's...
Robert's telling us, I
Called
got
them
that,
something,
so Robert
aye,
got
that's
the,
what I like.
Robert got the bottle gifted. I can't speak here because I'm half drunk now.
Right,
I
where
got it
is it? I'll
gifted,
read
mate.
it. Thought it'd be a laugh sending it up. It certainly was.
It was me.
He's like, what do you think of this before?
I seen it and I went like that, oh no, don't tell me this is one of Tim's going to tell me they're going to come and do us in. No, that man. No again, man. That's like a weekly occurrence. And then I seen it and I went, no, we need to drink that.
The story is he took it off Shane McGowan. Lying in a sewer.
Talking about no teeth, at least I'll get more teeth than Shane McGowan. If I keep drinking that, I'll go away. It's actually, to be fair, I'm not, and I've got to promote it because it is nice. It's actually a lovely whiskey. It's completely different than what I thought. It tastes better after you've drank it. No, you've got the
I can still smell it. It's
Aye.
a lingering.
No, that's my aftershave. Donny and Margaret Reid, the fellow scooterist, my old neighbours, Toll Cross, the time traveller. I know Donny really well. I've not seen Mags for years. The two of them were to make Vitty's ways. That was a long time ago.
So you look a red shade.
What's the percentage of that?
Right
We
then,
could check
there are
this,
only
man.
4 home nations. It's 40%. I looked.
Aye, 40%. Jeez, man.
I think the 12th of July is going ahead.
Mhm.
Good.
If anybody knows anything
Hopefully.
different, aye. The Glasgow parade I've heard is going to happen in September.
September, we heard that one. Aye.
We've got an advert.
Yeah.
We've got an advert in the programme.
Yes. That's a good one too. Down one more then, said
No,
Andrew
no,
Ritchie.
no,
No.
right, man, no, next
no,
week,
no,
if,
no.
if we win 3-0 next week, with it no firm, I'll take 2.
Right, so if it's a 3-0 win on Sunday.
I'll do a double. But that was a
Tuesday's
double I took.
and
Yeah.
it was.
How much is left in it? I know it's a full bottle and you can't really feel it.
No, you can't see because of the shade of the bottle. No, don't be doing that. Right, hi Corbett, David.
I need a disclaimer, always drink in moderation. We don't promote over excess of alcohol, like you did last week on that video. We've got to be a responsible show.
Oh my goodness.
Fellow scooters.
Right,
John.
hello.
Yes, yeah.
Jim McLaughlin, I hope you're feeling better. He was in hospital. He stays in Troon. and he was to get the 55.
That's right.
But he's in hospital, so I hope you're feeling better. I told him just to get in touch when
So
he
you
was
gave it to the
feeling
Chinese
better.
guy instead
So
for
the
a free
Chinese
chinky?
guy got it. He Johnny Shet got it instead.
In for a free chinky, innit?
Oh, dearie me. That's because it was a tour, mate. Oh, dear.
So Johnny, you're watching it. We'll look at a curry next week. Send us one up. We'll promote you. We'll tell you where you're. We'll tell you about everybody where to go and buy one. And you,
I heard it's the best Chinese restaurant in Troon.
yeah, that's my pal Richie is watching it. Classes as hell as I can't use the word see you next Tuesday,
Alright.
right? Because we don't do swearing in here.
Right, okay.
And he calls us the curry of Great Britain.
Mhm.
However, he went for a curry with me, Richie boy, and I had an extra strong korma, and I put him in his place. And the old what's the one I done with the bridge at Scone now? You know where I'm at?
No,
The one at the River Clyde that was under the bridge, up to 5 in the morning.
I don't know.
Used to be up to 5 in the morning. You could go in after all for games to like 5. Sort of, I see if you had a big bevy, they would keep you in 6 and 7 and all that lock in. Forgot the name of it now. The Spice Garden.
Spicy.
That was it. Oh, brilliant. Anyway, I put Richie in his place that night. Extra hot.
See, I'm the one. You know that
Extra hot
spicy
korma.
stuff. I
Oh.
can't even handle that.
There was a new curry king. We'll use that word.
Thumbs up, guys. The sound's been brilliant. Hope we've not been jinxed with
Wait,
this.
with
Joe, I know, don't be saying that. We got it all fixed, Davey. The tech guy fixed it today, didn't
aye, so we found out what happened last week. Right, so I'll tell a quick story here. Like, I shouldn't realise the things that happen. Right, so sometimes I decide when I'm having a wee drink, I'm going to fix it, like studio and that. So basically, I was doing sound tests and all that, and everything sounded great. And Sandra's like, sounds brilliant. Now we've finally got the sound right. And Sandra went up the road. I realised that we didn't have the microphone plugged in. So somehow we were getting we were doing a show with no microphone, but it sounded alright. So we think it was the webcam was working.
Webcam was working.
I think I touched
We've
something
got
with
a
the webcam.
microphone in front of us, but we've also the microphone on
So-
the webcam was working.
So the
and
week
it
later,
was
we done
going
decided
against
we'll
one
unplug
another.
the one we use and we'll use the webcam. So the webcam went on and started doing the thing with voice, the robot voice, because with the webcam up there, you guys can't see, and that was on with the camera on the television because the phone calls were on, and we've got a wee camera here you can't see. So the three of them were seeing the same things at the same time, sounding like a robot. So anyway, then we realised that we've got three on. I unplugged one, we were one, and we're back to that, but now we're back to the original one, and it sounds better.
Sounds better. Right, anyone passing junction 42 southbound, top of the hill, right hand side, big 55 flag, on my brother's house, keep
I don't know, stop.
house,
Aye.
beep away when you see it on the
Aye, start that again, Robert. Junction 42, is that the M8 or the M1? Where is it?
southbound.
Aye, I think he means M1 though. Because he stays in England, he stays in Carlisle, I'm
Right,
sure.
okay.
Or he stays down, I'm sure he stays in Carlisle, but so anyway, Junction 42 southbound, and if you're going down towards England and you
If
see
you
a
see the
55 flag,
beep 'em.
beep away.
You and Mike still got on, Si, like the night you went to the toilet.
That was
That's
legendary.
right, he didn't even unplug his mic.
M6. So no, the thing about that was there was a 30-second delay, and I did remember the date, but by the time I remembered it was too late because I was like 30 seconds later. But aye,
Oh, that was funny that night, that was.
that just shows you we're not perfect. But unlike all the other Rangers programmes, a lot of them are like professionally done and all that, that people get paid for or whatever, they get fees and stuff like that. We're just a show that's always been the same. Banter.
We can do what we like,
When
when we
we
like.
We can have a drink. Remember that time the guys for the BBC, the amateurs were slagging us, and I was like, well, I can just slag yous, canny. So,
The only thing we've stopped doing is they're not allowed to swear now.
aye, we banned the swearing because
Yeah.
if you swear, you get one of these.
You get the yellow card, then this next time it's the red card. And get off the show.
And since we've done that, need the swears anymore.
That's
And
it.
that was Big Stephen McPherson's idea.
That's
So,
right. The
came-
drum chapel.
Came up and he gave us a
Yep.
new one day and he went, listen guys, I love the show but I want you to be more professional.
Stop swearing.
What do you mean? They went, stop the F and C and B and swore for about 5 minutes.
That's
That was a great point.
Now, who have we got? Lynn Dunsmore, Jim McBride, Coco Brown, Brian Murphy, Nicola Torrance.
Hi
These
Nicola.
are all the silent ones that don't
I
say
know,
anything.
Nicola's a pal of mine.
Love your orange top, Sandra. You suit the colour. Thanks very much, Max.
Nicola, I have to give you a shout out. I remember texting you in the last 4 days about 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning because I was speaking to everybody. I was doing my boffy. Started phoning people
Oh,
up and all that.
During the night.
Aye. don't know why, but I was doing that. I was on the phone to everybody. Hello, hello.
Mark Dunnett says that was the best toilet break ever.
That was it. Legendary people still talking about it.
Now you make me laugh, Si. Gives a shout out. That was Nicola.
What was it? I was going to say something if I go there now.
Shipbank Loyal, Billy Ingalls.
Let's know who's been back at the beer gardens. There's a good one for us. The beer gardens, we passed Cantine. What's the one in Cantine Road? No, Cantine Road, the one get up the hill at Cantine. On the right hand side. Where Cantine trucks are.
No idea.
Oh, I forgot to name it. Anyway, me and my pal come up there at 10:30 on Monday
It's
morning.
packed.
Right, 10:30, right, I'm not going to grass people, I don't really that. But at 10:30 it was full. It was like a party in my house. Right, it was full and it was just, there was like queues and everything. We got they put the beer gardens on. And every beer garden we passed was full.
Full.
Even beer gardens that are no beer gardens have got couches outside now.
Had one outside.
Everybody was choking to go on the swally.
Hi Stuart Duncan, how you doing? Where are you, the Westburn?
The Westburns are one, aye, that's that. Aye, they were all enjoying themselves. There's no punters you know as well. The Loudons old as well. And do you know what? Quick one, see if anybody's watching this now and we can do one thing tonight. See if you've got a Rangers pub anywhere at all in the world and you can go and drink in it, go and drink in it. Because they've not done any business for a year.
I know, it's a shame some of them will never open up again, I know.
That's McCallum, you're right, the best burn, I couldn't remember the name of it. If you've got a Rangers pub, the Loudon and Church Street's one of them right away. That's got a beer garden, go and give them support. We all moan when it disappears, when you don't go to them when the pub's all shut, we all moaned. Here at Rangers bars are support.
Did you see the pic of the face booth on Toolworth? Do you know I passed that the day and I seen people
No.
coming out it? I seen people coming out the Toolworth today.
Aye. Never seen it.
I just thought that maybe there was somebody worked there, but there were people coming out.
Do you remember the show last year when they took the Huffy's the toll booth? It's obviously for
No.
anybody that knows that it's a Republican bar. So they've had, see for 20 years, they've had a picture of King Billy on their side of the wall. So I was telling them, I went, for an organisation that you hate King Billy, see that picture on the side of the wall, see the guy on the horse, it's King Billy. 2 days later they took it off on the Huff. Right, who's that? Do we recognise the number?
Right, no.
I'll take it. If it's a jungle gym, we'll put it off again. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, that went well.
Obviously they thought we weren't going to answer.
But we did answer. Right. Anyway, don't know.
Teddy's is Blantyre.
If you're phoning,
If you want to phone the show, guys, leave your last three digits
we'll
on
get
this
you.
feed.
We'd love to hear from you.
The last 3 digits is your last 3 digits
The-
of your mobile number.
The Gallant Pioneer, they've got a beer garden opening up soon. The Blackpool True Blues.
Alright.
Well, not the Blackpool True Blues, but the Blackpool Rangers pub affiliated to them.
A green tarpaulin over the heads outside.
I know.
It's a good beer garden.
But I support the Rangers bars. That's a big man for me because we fight to get them.
What's that?
And I've seen all the infighting with the Loudon, Big Rab Marshall's Loudon at the Stadium Bar, and people that dislike him and things like that. But my argument is, anybody that's ever known Rab Marshall, you've had a big fight with him, right? He's that kind of guy, right?
He's my cousin.
Aye, but no, he's my pal. Big Rab, if Rab phoned his cell up, if Rab was talking to his cell, he'd argue with his cell, right? That's my point. He's that kind of guy, right? But he's put a Rangers pub where there used to be a Celtic pub, right? It was a well-known Celtic pub, the Stadium Bar, and he's made it into one of the best Rangers pubs in the world. How could anybody grudge the guy for that? You know what I mean?
I know.
Surely you turn around and say, well, even if I don't like you, well done,
Yeah.
well done. And the beer garden, I would say he's got the best beer garden that I've seen. That and the fact that I need 5 places, Rab, for the last game of the season for the boys to call in. I forgot to text you about, but you does have the best beer garden
Yes.
in American mention.
Right, hello Paul Sargent, how you doing? Nancy Honeyball, can you say a big shout out to my big sister Sandra? And Bugsy
Bugsy
Boy,
Boy.
love them, both millions.
Sandra and Bugsy Boy,
There we go.
all the best. Paul
Right.
Sargent. Hi, Sandra, how you doing? Big Paul's coming down to Blackpool, was I meant to see
So
you?
Wiley 999.
Are you coming down to Blackpool?
Yes.
The first week in
When
June?
is it? The first week
The
in
first
June?
week, Ian Sinclair's got a few places left in his bus still.
Aye, I'll go.
Gordon Bond that came on Thursday night.
Yes.
The gay Gordon, he's wanting to take it. There's only 3
By the
places.
way,
so you can-
guys, Gers TV's back on Thursday night,
Aye,
8 o'clock.
that's right.
Sandra, Sharon Scott,
And Gordon Bond.
Gordon Bond is back on for your
Keen-
political, tactical voting.
Give you advice how to vote if that's what you're inclined, and if you're not, you can talk to them about why you're not, and they might be able to.
And they'll tell you why you should vote.
Aye, and just whatever else. But I guess it's an interesting chat about how politics work and how it affects Rangers Football Club and the fans. And that anyway. Aye, anyway, before I
Alex
forget,
McCallum,
there's
look
3
at them,
places left for
Sunday.
Blackpool.
Yes.
First week in June. If you want to go,
Right, I'll go.
let them know. But let's think, you know.
Right, okay.
Aye, whole weekend on the bevy.
Right,
Listen to
okay.
me.
Sorry, wrong digits.
Sorry.
Never seen any digits. Oh,
No, I've seen it.
999.
That was the one above each
Alright,
other.
okay. Oh. Right, okay. Joe Wiley, is that your number, 999?
Guys, give us a
Or
call.
is
We've
that-
not done
is
any
that what
calls.
we're waiting on?
Aye, we've not had a call, right? We had one there and that. I don't know what happened with Mr.
Me, Johnny.
Nicola Tornshaw, your wee grandson is your mini me. He's got a wee mini Vespa as well about
I've
him.
seen it.
And he's got his Fred Perry's that I
Yep.
buy him. And he's every time my phone's up, I know there's going to be a cost
There's
involved.
a
Right,
number, I don't know
try
what
this
it
again.
is.
We need the last 3 digits, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Somebody's phoning up, turn the phone
Hello.
off. And I can't even phone that back because it doesn't come up. Whoever that is on 121, let us know who you are.
212, I think, is the last 3 digits on that.
Can't get you off the phone. That's because people talk to you, see that way when you're drunk on the phone 2 and 3 in the morning, you forget what day of the week is.
I tell you. Joe Wiley 666.
Yep.
The devil.
Anything else we've got to talk about before we go? Right, we'll get plenty of time yet. We've got down our 10-15 minutes, but if anybody wants to phone in, they can phone in. However, I did want to mention, what was I want to mention? The rounds, the 55 rounds and the trophies. Right, but I've spoke to the boy that does them, the factory, right? See, because it's trophy day at the end of May.
15th of May.
15th of May. People are going to want them, so we don't want people saying they want them, we can't get them. So he's made about 30 each.
So if you want your trophies, get your orders in now, guys, for the 15th of May, because that's trophy day.
Trophy day. But the
It
big
should be in your
50,
window.
for some reason, the big 55 rounds, everybody's been up for them, they're never like him. So the big round, the 55, what do you call them?
The signs, the big
Signs, aye.
signs.
I've got one in my bar there and everything else. But people love them, so
You
they've
know,
been really popular.
they're class.
There's another 30 day model, so if anybody wants them, let me know and you can get one.
Where are
Names
we?
are coming through always now.
No, Sandra, the laughter is class.
Why don't you go? Why
Check
not
your
go down to the
messenger.
12th of July, Blackpool? Because the 12th of July, the guys in Blackpool in the 12th of July normally go down to Liverpool, and that's a great parade. That one I've been a few times, but I'll be going to Coleraine. That's where I go with big
Where
Tommy
is that?
Longs and my
About the
pals.
juvenile Southport?
Aye, that's Liverpool. Aye,
Yeah.
that's no, I know it's no Liverpool, but
But it's
that's
classed
where
as
Liverpool
Liverpool.
go to. Aye.
Southport, I've done that one.
In fact, the last time I was in it, and I'm going to declare, I was in a gay bar, right? Because this guy said it's a gay bar. He said, but see the 12th of July, Jets for into jumps in. Well, 12th of July, anybody can use it, and he went, and there's that many orangemen, we don't care. So it was that, it was like £1 a beer or something like that. I'm like, this is great, man. Why, it is all it is.
Saying that, when we went to Manchester, that we went to down, it was all the Canal Street. That's where we ended up, and it was brilliant, and it was all Rangers supporters.
Things happen, didn't they?
Aye, Southport, great parade. As that, Raymond Whitehead, I enjoyed it.
Aye, no, the Southport, everybody, I've never heard a bad word about the Southport parade. It's probably one, I would say, out of all the big parades you ever get, I've not done Toronto yet, I've still got to go and see Toronto, hopefully next year, because it's cancelled twice. Belfast is the one they all talk about all the time. Apprentice Boys parade is, the Apprentice Boys are closing of the gates, the Apprentice Boys Relief of Derry, I would say is one of the best I've been to. But the Glasgow one's up there with them as well, but
Yeah.
Southport's there, Southport's definitely there.
I liked the Southport parade. Hi, Syra, I remember you from over 30 years ago. You're a good guy, a time traveller.
Aye, 30 years ago he must be a time traveller. John, I don't know who John is, but if he remembers me, he'll know
John
the family and that. Aye.
6904.
I can't think who he is.
He took it, he went to school with you.
I don't know, I would have been in primary school then, do you know what I mean? I'm not all your age, 30 years ago.
Do you know why there's a flag in our trophy room that's on the piss?
Hold on, I read that. Do you
Must be a
know
reason.
why there's a flag in our trophy room that's on the piss? Must be a reason.
And that's that cryptic.
No, Billy, I don't know. I don't know if you need to remember but that again. I think it's a Union Jack flag because you put Union Jack flag there, right? So, do you know why there's a flag in our trophy room that's on the piss?
Why is it upside down? I think he's pissed.
I don't know, Billy. Sorry, you need to reword it, mate. I can't think about it if it's a trivia one. I can't think of a flag in the trophy room either. That's there off the back of my
The trophy room.
mind, but they change all the time. The trophy room changes all the time.
Aye, Belfast is the best tune, said Andy Ritchie.
Aye, well, a lot of people like it, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people think there's kind of too much nedery sort of thing, if you know what I mean, outside it. And you've got a lot of people like the wee parades. I like the ones.
John Ray, hi guys, I used to go to Port Rush many moons ago. And I was in the Sons of
Of
Ulster, Port Rush.
That's right, the band that wear the blue uniform.
I like Carrick.
Aye. See, that's what I'm saying. When we go to Coleraine and when we go to Coleraine, we go to Port Rush once because it changes at all the different parts. And you go to you get the bagpipes and all that. I like to see the pipers and things like that. And you get the proper accordion bands and things like that. More outside it.
55 flags now, you're dafty.
I saw
Good night, Nicola.
I saw you about young yourself, but I think personally I like the wee parades. I like to go to places that see the towns and all that, the villages. I'll tell you a quick story. Followed on a dance in Northern Ireland and we went to Larne. So anyway, for some reason I can't remember why, but me, my mate Dale and Sarah and Chrissy was married at the time, we went to Cullyback stay, right? And well, Steve Davis is from. So anyway, we decided we're going to go to the Cluck Rangers Supporters Club. Right? It's a beautiful place. So we're in the motor, driving up Sunday morning, I'm half canned. We're in it was a taxi we're in. Driving up this wee alley. Next thing you know, was it RUC or PNSI? I think it was RUC. Anyway, they pulled out, just in the middle of nowhere, pulled out and pulled the guns out and all that. Like, so pure sobering up, we're like, what the? And they were like, get out of the car. Right, so they took us out of the car. And I'm like, what's going on? And me and my Dale are chalk white, but we're supposed to be looking after the women, so we're like, what's going on here? So the Royal Black Preceptory are on parade for their church service. In 10 minutes' time, we're asking you to go out and respect the parade. I was in the Blacks, so I'm like the guy. I'm a member of the Blacks. I was telling them I was in Glasgow and Orange and all that, and the boys were shaking their hands and all that. So they took the guns down and all that, and they go, come on up. So next thing you know, we're best of pals, you know, the guns are away and all that. They took us up to the Cluck Rangers and they took us in it and all that and showed us it. Aye, and the parade went by, and we're standing watching it. It's one of the ones where you get the fear at first. Just as well as in the orange order, I tell you, man, the fear I got.
It comes in handy now and again in the orange.
Oh, I was fear.
Right, love the Belfast Parade, hands across the sea, only 4 home nations.
The Lambeg drums. And you tend to get the Lambegs in the wee villages and all that as well, that's how I like that.
See the pageant at Carrick, I love that.
That's
I
fantastic.
think that's good.
That, to be fair, that's one of them.
There's one, sorry guys, there's one squint, never been corrected, I've no idea either. Thought you might know. A squint flag?
No, I think he must have been above the trophy room outside the flags. If he means that, I don't know. No, I don't know.
I've no idea.
I don't know the answer. No,
I'll have a wee look now.
If he means there's flags outside it, does it mean the building or the main stand?
There's a squint one and it's never been corrected. I must be inside the trophy room. I'll have a wee look now.
I can't think of it.
I've no idea either.
No, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one, sorry. Bit of comments have we got? Anybody phoning in? With 2 people calling in and we never caught them in time.
John Ray, Andy Ritchie, John Allison, how you doing? Billy Linton, where are we?
See, the thing I forget as well, I forget to tell you, but you probably get the same experience as me.
What?
You go for a wee roll and sausage or something through Glasgow and all that, and somebody comes up to you and go, oh, watch that Gers TV. I'm always going to phone in. I'm going to phone in every week, but I don't want to because I'm too fear.
It's amazing the amount of people that actually do. You think you've got numbers on, there's 100 and odd people watching, but you think that's the only people that see you that week.
Aye.
And it's no.
No, it's one of the ones. You get anything at all, you tell a random story and they're not talking about it. They're still talking about American Tan Tights for 2 weeks ago. The famous American Tan Tights.
Right, Billy Boy McGowan, East Belfast. Yep, definitely. I think that's where you're favourite, isn't it?
I can't even see what his name is.
Billy Boy McGowan, it's Fiona's Billy Boy.
Aye.
Right, there we go.
10 miles.
Get somebody gives a wee phone in, guys.
Hi Linda, how
Hi,
was
Linda.
Sammy King? Oh Linda, that's Sammy's wife, partner, but I can't see her. She must be on the, you get different comments what we get, and we always miss people.
Oh right, okay.
Sammy phoned up, no, remember he
Straight
phoned up?
your peepers.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same as there. I'm thinking that maybe the flags are straight and it's maybe get Padai. I've never seen the bent flag. I was thinking I didn't want to see it. Okay,
Hey, there's a wee call.
Right, who's that? Sean Maxwell on it?
Yes.
There we go, see we get him. Hello Sean.
What's happening, buddy?
Alright Sean,
How's
how you
things?
doing?
Aye, alright. Just see you were looking for phone calls, so I phone in, man. So
Good,
No
good,
problem.
good.
I'm a wee bit rough today, man, because I was in the County House in the Town Tavern yesterday. So
Shelton.
aye, Town Tavern, me lunch shop. So aye.
I didn't know the beer garden. Aye.
Aye, they've got a beer garden bit in the front side, and then you go into the pub and go round to the wee back, and it can hold about 20 people, so it's alright.
Is that the only one in Shelton in?
I don't know. I don't really like the rest of it. Well, the Marcus, I don't know if the Marcus has got a beer garden, but I don't think so. But I'm not going to drink the Portland or that, so stuff that. Aye, but see on Sunday, Si, Sandra, I didn't think we were up for it. See, when it went to penalties, I just thought St Johnstone were going to win it, man. I don't know.
I think St Johnstone wanted it more than us, I think.
I felt the same. Sometimes you get to penalty shootouts, you're very confident.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that confidence at all when we went in there.
See, I know. I think Gerard thought we were going to win it. See, especially taking off Morelos.
Aye. See the thing about Morelos, I don't like the criticism I read on Facebook with people that have never been to a game in their life, right? A lot of people slaughtered Morelos, right? But see when he's no playing in the Rangers team, see when he's no in that team as a player, he's feared, but he also makes a lot of runs and he does a lot of work that you don't notice until he's not in the park.
Aye, definitely. See, to be honest, he's not as bad as he's made it to be. Aye, sometimes he might have a crazy head on him, but see, to be honest, I think sometimes the refs and all that are against him, but I don't want to think I'm coming across as biased, not, but I don't think he's as bad player as certain other people on the field.
I know. What I do think of the order is see all these fan pages and they're slaughtering the team because they get beat. I think that is out of order.
I don't even comment for the simple. I just get there's some Rangers supporters, right, that I don't know if they're Rangers supporters. You just see them on, because you're on Facebook with a Rangers picture doesn't mean you're a Rangers supporter.
Rangers fan, I know.
Aye. Some of the things you see is disgusting.
Yes, I know people that have Rangers. I've noticed on Facebook, I deleted a few people on my Facebook today because the sport Rangers, right, they say they like Rangers and then they go follow Celtic pages and all that. Oh, okay, all these idiots off my page, man.
I know.
But see, I was going to ask you a wee question, right? What's your favourite a British Cup or a new EPL British Premier League? Would you like that, Sandra?
On you go.
In English?
Rangers to play in it.
I
would like Rangers to play. I would like it.
My opinion on it,
I know.
if you asked me 15, 20 years ago, I used to hate the idea. I was always against it. I never missed a game as a young boy, and I used to think that it would be really hard to be a Rangers supporter and miss games just because of the fact that you've because you can't get there on a Tuesday night to London and things like that. However, if you want to see Rangers as a club flourish and get better, the better opposition you play against, the better it would be. Another thing, I'm fed up listening to Talk Sport and watching Sky and listening to all, and I've got loads of English pals, and I know a lot of Rangers players that are English. However, there's a lot of English people that are ignorant towards how big your club are, and I'd love to see us put them in their place by going into that league and doing well.
Do you know the best radio station to listen? I've been listening to a lot. See that, it's a new radio station in Glasgow, Go Radio Football Show. Barry Ferguson's on it.
Aye, no heard that.
Oh no, see when you come after night, look it up, Go Radio. It does a phone in 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So it's competing with, for the first time, there's a radio station competing with Radio Snide. So honestly, get a listen. The good guys on it.
Good.
Aye, no, good shout. Aye, good point. But I don't see Rangers as a club. See, there was an argument. Just to put it in perspective, right? There was an argument about Rangers being an English Premiership with this new league if they'd done it, and one of the English guys said, one of the ex-players said, just because you've got a massive support doesn't mean that you would be a massive team in England, right? Because Newcastle United's got a massive support, so why are they not winning English Premiership? But the first thing I thought about that is, first of all, Newcastle United are a massive support, right? They've got great support in Newcastle. However, you need to remember, Newcastle's biggest ever away support, Rangers Football Club. The second biggest ever away support at Newcastle, Rangers Football Club. So we done it in the first cup semi-final, and we done it in the what do you call it, the cup, the thingy cup, I forgot to name it, the cup that we played 10-15 years ago, right? So Rangers have got a massive support, but you need to remember one thing: if Rangers go into the English Premiership, Rangers could treble in size, support-wise. Newcastle can't get any bigger. Man U can't get any bigger. Man City can't get any bigger. They've reached their potential. Rangers Football Club, if we go into the English League, you've got people who, how many people do you know support Rangers in another team? All these guys would all back Rangers. The the sponsorship, the corporate and everything else should be putting another stand-up eyebrows. Rangers can only get bigger if they get in the Premiership. The Premiership teams can't get any bigger because it's not going to. There's no reason for them to get bigger. So that's why Rangers would be a massive powerhouse if they went to the Premiership.
Yeah.
Will it happen? I don't see it.
I believe that, see maybe the first year we might be in the top, the bottom 10, but see in 10 years, and Sandra, I think Rangers could compete for the Premier League title, the English Premier League title, if we were in it.
Aye, without a doubt, it would take a few years to get... See,
definitely.
It would take a few years because you've got to settle, right? You're not just going to go down there. The difference is, right, and this is something that I've argued with English boys, I don't understand this, and it's why I don't class it as the best league in the world, right? See this, we're top 6, we're a top 6 team, we're fine, we're going to be top 6. See if Rangers ever, Fairs Cup, right, was it Newcastle, and it was the one I'm talking about, and the other one was it Carlin Cup or something like that. Anyway, sorry I'm reading comments here. See this attitude the English boys have got, a lot of them are saying our team are going to be, we're Arsenal, we're a proper top 6 club. See, and as much as I hate doing this, I'll mention another one for a second as well. If the two Glasgow teams goes into that league, in 10 years time, I'll speak for the Rangers support, if we're in the top 6, we'll be raging. We want to be the number 1 team in any league we play in. Right, we don't want to be top 6, top 5, top 4. Bollocks. That you don't get a prize for being 5th in the league. But that just shows you the mentality and how that league is, right? If Rangers went in it, Rangers Football Club, with the amount of investors that we've got and the amount they would attract, the size of the support they would double, treble, whatever, the amount of money that would go in, and the fact that you've got a new project, if you're somebody with money, Rangers would make so much money on it. The players they would attract, we'd be looking at winning the league in the first 5 years. Maybe not win it, but we're looking to win it. And all this carry on about top 6, I certainly wouldn't ever be celebrating Rangers finishing 6th in any league.
No, I know.
I don't get it.
I know.
I agree with you guys, definitely. It would be worth looking into because Scottish football, I'm out of it. But I'm not, I wouldn't say for like European leagues and see like if Rangers want, like obviously we never got asked, but see if we got asked to join that Super League, I'm definitely not for that because that's asking the fans every fortnight you need to travel abroad.
However, I don't agree either. When you said Sean there, it's worth looking into the English league. I don't think it's about what looking into. I think the problem you've got is, and I can understand this, why would any team in England, and include every one of them out with the big 6 that they call themselves, want Rangers in it? Because we go in it, we take somebody's place. So who's going to vote to go? Who's going to vote to go down? If I was a team in England, I wouldn't be wanting Rangers to go in and do that because Rangers we're there because we'll be a top 6 team right away, but we would want to be top 3, top 2. We want to win it.
Right, first for everything, they don't count, but you're built and bred for success. Second is a failure.
Of course. Rab knows what I'm talking about. If you're in England and you're in the pub and you hear people, Big Rab's my pal, he stays in London and they're going on about, oh, we're top 6, we're this and that. That means nothing to me. And I don't see how the English teams would accept Rangers in it.
Just take my call anyway, guys.
No worries, mate. Hope you're all the
Thanks for
best.
calling in, Sean. Hope you're alright.
No worries.
No problem, pal. Cheers.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
And you gave me a wee chance to rant you.
Right, ladies team, I think
Aye,
10,
I missed it. 11
10,
now.
11 now.
No, I seen 11, but
There you are, the
Right.
bounce back for previous
There you go.
games.
There you go.
There we go. Hi guys, just want to give a big shout out to the Rangers women team. 11-0 at the weekend. The lassies Brogan Hay was incredible. The whole team looked great. Something positive to take back from the weekend. Yep, that's the only thing I took back from the weekend, Derek. Well done to the women's team.
And at the end of the day, great stuff. If anybody knows Brogan Hay, tell her to give me a phone.
Yep.
Si, is Bristol doing anything for the 150th game versus Arsenal? Me and Mick Edmonds are up for anything at the Bristol or anything the Lodge are doing that weekend. The problem we've got to know, Rab, is, well, long story short, we've got SNP up here and they could shut the pubs down before they even open up again. So no bar in Glasgow's making any massive preparations for it because every time they make plans or anything, Nicola Sturgeon shuts it down for a reason.
Give us
There'll be something,
Army, bro.
Aye, I'm 100 songs. But aye, Rab, if there's anything on, you'll be the first to know, and I'm sure there'll be something on for 150th anyway.
Yes.
Hey, but we got Si, give it, just done that, didn't you? Good evening, guys. Henry McGill. Hi, Si.
John Hughes, how you doing? We are the people. I was at Friars Fairs Cup game. Newcastle was a jam pack.
And that's
we were up a piling.
And by the way, it's a wee bit of trivia for people right there. When I was doing England a couple of weeks ago, I was in Newcastle, and the Newcastle boy loved this because he went. I said to him, "What's the biggest support that's ever been to Newcastle?" And he went, "It must be Celtic." And I went, "No." I went, "I'm talking about a big support here, pal." And they went, who is it then? I went, I said, the famous Glasgow Rangers. Who's the second biggest support? And they went, it must be Celtic. And I went, you're not a full shilling, pal. We're talking about big football clubs. They're not even the biggest in Glasgow. And I told them Rangers are the biggest support ever at the stadium. And the second biggest support. Oh, much respect, mate. Much respect. Sent them onwards. As you've got to do. Where are we?
Head the ball.
We've done some of them already, didn't we?
Yes, head the ball.
Who, me?
I don't know. Well said, Simon, Sandra, Billy Linton. Si, you're scared of that whiskey. Hi guys, hope you're keeping well. John Ramsey. Hello, John Ramsey. I hope you're doing alright.
A man should never lose a bet, so I'm going to
Oh no.
take one more whiskey to prove the point here that I can. I can't take too much because right. Is that enough? Is that a half? Was it? Was it?
And that's a half. That's enough.
There we go. Just to prove a point here. You should never try to bet and prove a point when it comes to alcohol. However, there's an E at the end of the whiskey, Andy Ritchie, because it's Irish whiskey.
Yes.
There you go.
Uh,
Name your hard questions for me.
tell them all the time doing here, side champions only. Forget second, third or fourth. The so-called big settle. So far big six settle for this. We'll never settle for anything less than the top spot.
The big six to me just means money. Right. You're in the big six, you get money, right. Football, and especially one in the all says the Scottish League, it's all about two teams and all two teams can win it. Very good point. However, the two teams fight to win every year. We're raging if you don't win it.
We don't win it.
The Mikey Mob, they're raging, they've not won it. You've not seen them for months. Anybody even seen a Celtic fan? They're gone, they're disappeared. They're in suicide watch.
We used to get regular anonymous calls. We don't get
Aye,
any routine.
They're totally gone. They're finished. You'll not see them again for what? They're out of the game because they're second in the league. Nobody wants that. That's the difference with us.
They said sip it, Si.
I know, exactly.
You tell him, Betty.
That's why,
That
Billy.
looks like the
It was a wee
yes.
gift I got. A wee gift I got. It was a wee kind of loving cup, and I thought that would be good if I brought the wee tradition here, just to add to the splendour of the Gers TV.
Told you we do what we want when we want.
Agreed. There's not been many boys Filster on tonight. Or bizarre, just Australians that are on every week.
Yeah, I know.
Every week the Australians are on, and now I say they've been on a bevy.
We're recovering.
And not one person said, "G'day, mate."
Who's that? John
Exactly,
Ramsey. Agree.
exactly, John.
I agree, John. I agree. We usually have them regular on the Gers TV, but they've not been around for
However,
a while.
they can't see us, we can see us now.
Right, that's a big. You got to read it first to make
I
sure
know.
it's all right.
You read that because go for it.
Right, see news on Facebook. We're looking to pick up two strikers. Don't know how credible it is. I know Jermaine is most likely leaving, but how solid is that info?
That would leave us with 5 strikers.
Strikers if Alfie stays, which I hope he does.
I don't. Well, Derek, I don't know because I never saw. I've saw rumours about different guys, but I've not saw tonight anybody were going for.
It's not been.
I wouldn't be 100% right there.
Cybro, Ian Taylor thinks the Hammers are a big
Ian's my
club
pal.
now.
Ian's a good guy, right? But he also thinks that when we talk about soul music, he talks about. I'm trying to remember who his hero is now. He's forever asking me to play this soul singer, Luther Vandross. He thinks Luther Vandross is a good singer, so
I like him and all.
he's not a soul singer. He thinks he's a soul singer. He's not with everyone else. Sam Cooke and the greats. Anyway, West Ham are a big club, but Rangers are a massive club. That's the difference. Rangers would be looking to. They'd be looking down in all the teams if they were in it. Of course, they're not going to vote us in.
I need you to do that.
There's David, Andrew,
Either.
McMillan. No,
Where?
I know just. I'll hear it.
Yeah, I was doing that
I
just
know,
to
but-
move it. I agree with Si. Who in the UK has a bigger travelling support than the Rangers? David McMillan, Uddingston.
Aye, and my point I'm trying to make is if we go into a league like England, you're opening yourself up to a bigger market, more promotion, more money, so Rangers can double, treble in size. None of the other teams can get any bigger.
No, I know that. Aye.
So when they turn
I
around
agree
and
with
say,
you.
Rangers might be big in Scotland. Rangers for one are big in world football. We're massive. Every single city in England. How many people watch this?
I know,
And a tune in
I
England
know.
have got a Rangers club.
Yeah, I know.
When was the last time you were walking down Duke Street, right, or Shuttleson, or walking along Blackhill and you went, oh, there's the Bury. Oh, there's the Arsenal club. Oh, I've just been tripped up with one of the guys outside the Arsenal club now. Anywhere you go in England, you meet people going like, and that Rangers club down the road there, it's full of those jocks, other Rangers boys. There's Rangers supporters
I love
clubs
it.
all over Britain. That's the difference, you don't have that.
Good night, guys. Looking forward to your next broadcast and a good result on Sunday at the Time Traveller. All the best, John.
Cheers,
P.S.
John.
I love your
Thanks.
passion and energy, Si.
Thanks, mate.
I can't see Celtic fans anywhere, can you? Only 4 home nations. We're global, said Derek Steen.
That's the point, aye.
We are global.
But a wee shout out again, Richie, he's bottled it tonight, but Richie, a lot of guys know him for wearing his Union Jack suit. He's wanting to go to the Scotland game. He's looking for tickets for Scotland versus who they playing actually. I don't actually know. England and whoever else is in the Euros. If anybody can get tickets, my pal, can you help us out here? I'll just pass you on. You can meet him yourself, and he'll buy you a curry, and he'll get the tickets off his.
Good night, Joe. Good night, Michael Johnson. Good night, all. Right, wee man smashed at Stoke City playing for Arsenal, and they knew all about it. Brilliant day. We've had met
Jihadi John.
Aye,
that's the Millwall guy.
Fans know the script.
Aye, no, I agree
People
with
in
that.
London know how Stevie G has spoken about how big our club is. Trust me, they know.
Aye, and Rab's a good pal. I mean, as I say, Rab, but as soon as we know it, we'll be doing an event as well, Gers TV.
Yes.
We're doing a couple of events for the 150, but right now we don't know what's happening. That's how everybody, I know it sounds boring, but we do a wee Thursday night show for the next couple of weeks, just explaining to people how tactical voting in Scotland might benefit
how to get our culture back,
the future of our club, and not just that, but if anything, they're going to try and eradicate it more. So it's stuff that it's above our level, right?
Aye, we don't know the ins and outs of politics, but
It's
these
my
people
pals
on a Thursday night, they know what they're speaking about.
They know a wee bit more who to vote for, when to vote for, and how to do it. So I urge anybody to watch on a Thursday night, and if you've any questions,
waste your vote.
Don't waste your vote, but any questions, phone them up. New show's going to start soon. One's going to be doing all the Orange songs, your favourite Orange song, and what it was about.
Aye, what
the history
of it,
the truth in it, the facts in it, and the parts of it that are actually historically true. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to be doing soon as well.
And James Montgomery's still recovering for the Sydney True Blues boat cruise back in Melbourne. Very good. I hope you're all right. Sean Maxwell, get SNP out. I support Liverpool, but if Rangers were in the league, I would support them instead.
That's the point. I mean, there's a lot of Rangers and right.
Yeah.
Rangers don't do half and half scarves. We don't do that. See all that stuff about Liverpool and Man U fans. Can you imagine? And the Grapes bar or the Loudon or the Bristol, and somebody walks in, right? I'm not being racist or anything like that. We'll just say somebody from a different country comes in and he's got a Rangers and Celtic scarf, right? How long are they going to last? How long are they going to last if they walk into the pub, right, and they've got a scarf for Rangers and Celtic on, going, oh, we love this the Scottish Premiership, whatever. I reckon it would last about half a second, right? So would the guy that made the scarf, right? That's the difference. That's the difference with our culture and our clubs. Rangers are no that kind of team that they've been as much as the commercialism affects every club. We would be a different market. Rangers would be the team in England that's no got the half and half scarves.
Are we wrapping up now?
Aye, get me a ticket, bro.
Okay, he's wanting a ticket for a Celtic Rangers game.
Join
Join the queue! Join the queue! I'm still pissed with Manchester 2008. That was absolutely brilliant.
It was
Manchester.
Thanks to Sean for his calling night, by the way. The only guy who called us, my pal.
Thanks for calling in,
Richie
Sean.
was going to phone up, bottled it and let me down. Other than that, just let me double check this. Anything else we've got to do?
Nope. Tune in Thursday night with Sharon Scott and
Gordon
Bond. And as regular, tune in with us next Sunday. See you next Tuesday. And always remember, guys,
we are
the people.
We had McGregor, Tab and Golds in the Davis, Jack, Kamara, Arfield, Hadji came alive with Helen, Dead and Balogun. They won us 55. We love you, Rangers. We do. We love you, Rangers. We do. We love you, Rangers. We do. Oh, Rangers, we love you. Not forgetting Joe Aribo, his name we couldn't fit. Like Edmondson and Barker, we knew they'd done their bit. McLaughlin, Jones and Bassey, Bungani, Zunga, and Nico Katic couldn't play, but he's Rangers through and through. We love you, Rangers. We do. We love you, Rangers. We do. We love you, Rangers. We do. Oh, Rangers, we love you. So Stephen Gerrard came to Ibrox along with Gary Mack. and they accept the challenge to bring the title back. The day that he arrived, Thierry ended on let's go, and now it's there for all to see. The league flags coming home. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh.